I wanted to come on here and begin the show by saying something because I know that a lot of the time silence can be almost as bad as the negativity with some things. I know that, especially with Pride, there's been tons of things going on, whether it be the Dodgers uninviting and then inviting this group, and then having a Christian night. Um, so many hurtful and dangerous, in some cases deadly laws against our trans friends in other parts of the country, and just in general sometimes folks not feeling welcome because of who they are at these games. Now, um, this might be a surprise to some, and that's fine. I'm very comfortable with who I am and what I am and all that sort of thing. We had AAA and HPI month last month, and then Pride month this month. So I'm feeling great about that. It's like my last 2 months. Anyway, this isn't about me. Um, I am a bisexual man. Uh, so I don't just fall into I fall into this category, right, of Pride month. Um, and we always will retweet support and reshare support, of Pride month, of different groups, um and folks throughout the respective months. But sometimes it's a form of staying quiet effectively, and rather than saying something. And as part of the face of Circling Seattle Sports and what we do here, I figured that I should come on here and talk about it. um, Again, as a bisexual man, I deal with some of these things. I was at the Seawolves game yesterday, and some fan in the bathroom was very upset that it was Pride Night, which was a little bizarre. And he was saying that this is the wrong place to be for that, and I had to correct him for that. You know, um, it can be very tough we're in 2023. But at the same time, you'd think that we'd be going forward with things like this, um, but we still aren't, and there are still folks who think one way. You've heard me say it on here. You've heard me say it, whether if it's saying it on here or telling it to members of our team at Circling Seattle Sports, or telling it to friends and supporters of what we do here at CSS. Sports are always the great unifier, and that goes across the 9 pro teams that we cover, across the I believe it's 8 semi-pro and minor league teams that we cover, and eventually the University of Washington teams that we will be covering. Sports are the great unifier. I learned that in uh, growing up, let alone in high school. In high school, my football locker room at O'Day was filled with folks from all over the country, let alone all over the world. Probably could flip those: all over the world, let alone all over the country. Um, Folks of all different nationalities and beliefs, and it didn't matter because we were all focused on one thing. We all came together for one thing. Um, and it's Where is it? Yeah, this photo of the 17-18 team, um, that I keep here at the home office of sorts, right? Um, so every single sport should be somewhere where people feel welcome. As I'll move it, not to look like I'm wearing this hat a funny way, but oops, whoop, nope, still need to go this way. Okay, Chuck, you figured it out. you know all of these sports should be for everybody. These are all essentially games that folks are playing, right? They're games, and then they're now professional or semi-pro, where people come to enjoy themselves. They come straight from work, they come with friends to these games, and they're looking to have a good time. They're looking to see their favorite team win, or play well, or so when they have Pride nights, it's very important. Whether it be, as we look at the Kraken, the different nights, the different Hive nights, the different hockey is for everyone nights that they celebrated, right? Those are important. I had folks, I heard from our photographer Liv, someone in the crowd, not the same wording, but essentially, why are we doing this, right? And that goes to Pride as well, and it doesn't go just for Pride month, and this goes to every month that is marked a month for a certain group, right? My point is to say that myself, as you can see my name down there, and I'm looking at you right now, myself and all of our team in Circling Seattle Sports is with you, whether it be you know, just through the entire scope of the BTQ plus community, we are with you, and you are more than welcome in our comment section, um, talking to us at games, reaching out. I try to make myself reachable. My face is on a lot of what we do here. There's obviously Belinda, we've got Liv and Matt, and Brian and Liz. Liz has been wearing her rainbow lanyard to games for the credentials. Uh, been happily wearing the Pride merch. The Seawolves had great Pride merch yesterday. I just need people to know that they're always welcome with us, whether that be at the games or in supporting their teams, because I see folks get attacked for just supporting these teams. And it's like, we're literally on the same team here. And so while it may have been obvious to some, maybe it's not so obvious to others, I'm going to say it outright. We are obviously very supportive of everybody here. Sports are the great unifier. I've never, ever seen anything else that brings so many folks together, whether that be in the World Cup, at these games. You go to a Mariners game, you see so many different kinds of people. At the Seawolves game, at the Storm game, the Sounders game, the Seahawks games, the Rain games, especially the Kraken games, folks that going up to Northgate for morning skate, so many Uber drivers who told me they'd never heard of hockey. They come from all over the country, all over the world, and because of what the Kraken are doing, they wanted to learn, and I did my best to help them with that. So I draw it out. Sometimes I can oversimplify things, or over explain things, but I just needed to be apparent that we are with you. We support you. You're welcome with us. And that's who we are as an outlet. That's what we're always striving to be as an outlet, is inclusive and supportive, and to always welcome you as a fan and to provide you the best news that we can of these teams so that you can stay in the loop. Not to say, and to go back to the Dodgers thing, I grew up in a religious household, right? And I don't sit here and spout bigotry or homophobia, you know. So I wanted to put that out there. I wanted to say that. I wanted to begin the month. If any of that is an issue to you, I gladly would like you to first, if you have an issue with that, try and educate yourself on what we're doing here and what, a basic human right is to enjoy these things, these sports, let alone the other basic human rights that you're angry about. But if you're either going to not educate yourself, or you choose to educate yourself and then still don't get it, and you're angry about it, the door is there. We just hit 1,500 on Twitter. I don't care. We are here to cover these teams and support everybody. Everybody. So that's how we're going to start the show off. I just had to get that out there.